Welcome everyone to another episode of Price Targets with your host Bitcoin Jack. Welcome back. It's Wednesday, I believe, and it's time for a video update. I'm absolutely hammered as I've been trying to get some time off, get to the countryside. Today I drove like 70k bike. I haven't been doing any exercise for, I don't know, full run has been slightly unbalanced when it comes to a balanced life. So I'm going to try and make sense of what's going on. The market has been pushing up. It kind of seems that a lot of people are cheering very loudly for this entire move, so I'm a little bit cautious. But first, let's talk about ECOS. They're the sponsor of this video. They're sponsoring this content. They're a new regulatory compliant exchange. They have everything you need, so please give them a chance. Check them out. Click on the link in the description below or copy the link in the watermark. And once again, thank you guys for being so kind to sponsor this content. Let's dive in. Bitcoin. Let's first recap. Had a little bit of a success here on claiming our green line. That was, to me, important level to hold as we went from it. We succeeded to do so. I'm probably not really going to dive into the low time frames today. It's kind of a little bit of ambiguous as what is going to happen next. Personally, I still stand by my thesis I had before that this entire structure is meant to see continuation into the higher levels, whether it's going to get there straight line or we come down again. That's kind of, I don't know, a little bit more complicated. So let's talk about what I'd like to see on a daily basis to at least have some confidence that this is actually a real rally. For now, volume has not really been convincing. There's a little bit of a volume push right here on the breakout. Ideally, we'd like to see something to level these levels within the next couple of days. That would be very nice. Then red here is kind of a little bit of the in-between between this level here and up there, and I hope that we will see a daily claim on it, because that would be another indication to me that we're actually really warming up to go and breach all-time highs and get into the levels up there. It's annoying dot. I don't know, I was trying to get rid of it and then somehow it just stayed here. So yeah, I mean, ideally what we see on the daily is that we do not go below this level right here. That would be great. Like if this little gray box, and let's say it opened at, yeah, so 49,600 towards 50,250. If we can manage to hold that and bounce, that would be really great. But I'm not too sure that's really going to be the case. Probably going to come down a little bit back to green, which is around 48. Once we have a daily above red, it would be nice to see a claim of 54. And honestly, there is a little bit of a concern that, I draw this move down, if that's like a first move of a larger correction, and then this is the corrective structure within that move, then there is the possibility of us actually have another extension, which would, I think, if we come back down here, I think it's definitely gonna blow out the low here and maybe even come down to test structure up here or the structure up here. Which, I don't know, that would be a pretty bearish scenario. There's concerns on that the 30-year yield here, and then the S&P 500 is kind of stumping a little bit again. So ideally, this has to bounce, otherwise it might actually pull Bitcoin down with it. And that maybe it's going to decouple. I don't know, but it's good to be aware of the fact that there's all kinds of weird stuff going on, legacy bond market. So back to Bitcoin. We would, let's summarize. Would love to see this zone holding. It's a structure here, it's a structure here. There is current resistance from this structure. It's the second tap into it, so I mean, we rated this high right there. I'm not surprised that we didn't just push through there. Ideally, this is what holds. Could probably also see something happen up here. And then if we can see a continuation, I'm still very convinced now. Actually, next couple of weeks, see 69. Probably see some hiccup around 61, 62, 63. So my ideal scenario, and I'm biased because I'm long as well, my ideal scenario, and I've seen things like this play out very similarly before, is a little bit of a pause here and then just pretty much straight through above here, kind of dick around a little bit, make people think that it's a deviation, then just straight into 69, 70 before we have a larger pull back into maybe this trend line or this high right here. And then for ETH, it remains in this awkward spot. This was a chart that I wanted to send to Peter Schiff to show how shitty gold has performed. Get to ETH chart. Yeah. It's it's not really showing any convincing bounce for now. It could actually start doing that, but like I said, I want to move slowly. And it's hugging this support right now. It tapped it like once, twice. It's trying to bounce. Maybe it's going to bounce. I don't know, but I don't like this kind of hugging for multiple days of a support zone. So probably what's going to happen, or no, I don't know if that's going to happen, but where I'd be interested to actually get into some exposure would be something like this. So we have these lows here, 1, 2, 3. Let's say we take this one, and we have the lows right here. Ideally, what I'd like to see is come down here, break these, but ideally take out these kind of double lows here too. Wickham, I don't know how far you can shoot. Maybe you shoot all the way down here. I'd not be bidding a blind falling knife right there, and then some kind of reclaim and kind of a trend reversal in the local daily downtrend. That's where I'd be started to get interested. If you bounce from here, it's kind of a weird bounce, and it's just a retest right there. So I'd rather get long. If you bounce up here and then come down, I'm like, yeah, well, that's like a second visit of support, yada yada yada. I'm not too convinced. So either something back above there, or a capitulation down here. Maybe things are going to get interesting. And the other thing that we should probably be watching is how how miners eventually either activate or not activate the Ethereum improvement proposal 1559. I think that's it. I hope that makes sense, and If it didn't, maybe, shoot me a DM on Twitter, and I hope to catch you on Sunday. All right, lads, girls, women, friends, take care. Peace.